What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blogs. So let's get to it. All right, you guys, first up, let's talk about Jesse Williams and his wife. They are divorcing. We were saddened to hear the news that after 5 years and 2 pretty much brand new babies, they have decided to call it quits. At least he has, because they're saying that his wife, Erin Drake Lee, did not want this divorce. So I think we were all surprised, and this is just a reminder of how much we don't know about these celebrities. We think we see them on stage and we hear them say something, or we see them do something, and we just imagine that their lives are perfect. Well, this story would let you know that nobody's life, nobody's marriage is perfect. I guess we all just felt like a man this aware, this awake, this man of conscience. We just don't expect him to fall out of love with his black queen. Or at least he would do the work that's needed to make sure that the marriage is a success, right? Wrong. They say that they moved from New York to Los Angeles to Hollywood, and the move has been particularly strainful on the marriage. The wife did not want to move, but she didn't have much choice as Jesse is acting, and you need to be in Hollywood to do that. So they moved to LA. She felt the people in LA were much faker than those in New York, so she has not been able to connect well with anybody out there. Then Jesse is always working. You know, he is on Grey's Anatomy. It's just getting worse and worse. She has 2 little small babies at home, and she's just home with the kids. Like I said, Jesse has decided that it's time to call it quits. It's been 5 years. Anybody who has been married any length of time knows that those first 7 years is a roller coaster. It is hard to make it past 7 years. That's why you hear a lot of times right around that 7-year mark, people think that 7-year itch is not true. But it very much is. It doesn't even always have to be about cheating, but it's something about 7 years when you get to realizing whether or not you really want to be with this motherfucker. Okay, so marriages go up and down. Good days, bad days. Trust me. I am a witness to that. So it's sad that these 2 are divorcing, but hey, it is what it is. They say that Jesse Williams is in Paris making this movie, some kind of video game and movie. I guess is it live action? I have no idea what exactly this movie is about, but he's in this movie with this girl, Minka Kelly. She is of the other persuasion. There are rumors swirling that he and Minka are seeing each other. Now, it would make sense that they're around each other a lot because they're in this movie together. They're in a different country. You know, maybe they've struck up a friendship, but people are saying no, it's more than that. They've been seen holding hands. They've been seen strolling the Champs-Elysees. You know, just taking in all the romantic sights of Paris. And yeah, they're saying that he is having an affair. I don't know if he is or isn't, but that's never good news. Especially you supposed to be this aware, extremely awake and conscious person, and then you going out with a pink toe. I don't think that should change his narrative and change his agenda of, you know, furthering the black cause. It doesn't make me look at him any differently, but I can see how many people would be affected by this decision, okay? Just something about, you know, like when you're a salesperson. I used to sell Mary Kay. You sell Mary Kay, that means you're supposed to wear Mary Kay. How you supposed to sell a fucking product and you wearing MAC all the goddamn time? Somebody say, oh girl, that lipstick is cute. What is that? Oh girl, this is Ruby Woo. This is what this is anyway. But you see what I'm saying? So it's like people tend to believe you more when you are living what you are saying. And if you're not honoring your black queen any longer, you know, so, I mean, people are upset with him about it. But, I mean, his life is too bad that if he is having this relationship with this other woman, you know, that he didn't, you know, make sure he was separated and divorced from the wife before he moved on. But, you know, like I said, shit happens. So, yeah, technically, he can still be very much for the cause because there's a lot of civil activists who have white wives or have dabbled in the Caucasian pond a little bit. All right. I thought that he was with the white woman already. And then you guys was like, no, he got a sister. He got a down sister too. You know, she ain't even one of these ones with weaves and all of that. So, but maybe my story was just a little premature. Okay. And Jesse finally did, you know, I mean, I need to stop, y'all. His mom isn't he from a mixed relationship? I think one of his parents is white or something like that. So, I mean, Yeah, the whole story is just a little bit unfortunate, you know. Hopefully he's gonna be happy. His wife will be able to move on and be happy. The main thing you should think about in this situation are the two small kids that are going to be growing up in a household where their parents aren't together. So that's it, y'all. Y'all let me know what you think about this whole thing, though. Does this make you look at Jesse Williams? Am I saying his name right? It don't feel right. I keep on looking at it, say Jesse Williams right here on my phone. Y'all let me know if this makes you look at Jesse Williams any differently. Do you still believe what he says? Is there still black magic to be made as far as Jesse Williams is concerned? You guys leave your comments below. And while we're on the topic of race and all of that, let's talk about this SheaMoisture commercial that came out the other day. I am going to tell you that I always thought SheaMoisture was a black company. I've seen SheaMoisture products in the stores, in Target. I believe it is in the black hair care section in Target because, they have it separated in the store. I've seen it in beauty supply, higher end beauty supply stores. And I just assumed that there was not too many Beckys out there putting curling pudding in their hair. Okay, but maybe I was wrong. But even the way the product was packaged, it just always puts you in the line of the colors for the African flag. Well, not really. It didn't have. But it was just like something about the natural look of it and all that. It just made you think that this shit was for black folks and black folks only. And I know up until now they had pretty much catered and pushed their product towards the black community. Well, I guess SheaMoisture had decided that they were going to do this big advertising campaign, and they were going to reach out to all women out there. And what that meant was they were going to do a commercial. Now, supposedly they did more than just this one. Somebody left a link in my Instagram, and I can't look at links in Instagram, and I don't be feeling like trying to look at no link and copying the damn hyperlink and trying to put it in my thing. So I was just like, I ain't got time for it, okay? But all I know is the one commercial that I saw went a little something like this. It starts off with a black girl, and she does not have your typical black girl hair. She has 3B, 3C, somewhere in them threes kind of hair, but not your regular 4B, 4C hair, okay, which is kinkier, which is tighter coiled. Beautiful black girl, obviously black. She opens the commercial and she says how, when she was younger, she would always walk around and shit would get caught in her hair. She would have balls in her hair and all that. Okay, we move from that. And then we get a redhead and this blonde, real white women. Ain't no mistaken. They ain't of mixed race. They are white. And they start talking about their hair issues. I didn't know what to do with it. When I'm talking about how they dyed their hair platinum blonde, because, yeah. And then the commercial goes on, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and it almost looked like a parody. It almost looked like satire, because I'm thinking to myself, like, now I know in a minute they about to have this real strong sister with this real thick ass hair come on here, and it never happened. Now it could have happened in those other commercials. Like I told you, there are more. I didn't see those, okay? But this one particular commercial is the one that got out and went viral on the internet, and people were upset, okay? Now you mean to tell me that I done scraped up my $15 damn to buy this shit for my hair? I've been supporting this company all this time, and when you guys get the chance to have this big ad campaign, you guys put Patsy and Susie in it, really? It was sort of a slap in the face. It was confusing because, like I said, I always thought the damn company was black. Evidently, they weren't. And after, of course, enough outcry, SheaMoisture, put out an apology, said that they fucked this one up, that they were just trying to be, inclusive of all people, because I guess that is the direction that they want their product to go in. But maybe they should have picked a different way to do this without alienating your base. Remember where you come from, because if we haven't learned anything in these last couple of years, is your money makes such a big difference. And today with social media and everything, the support of your buyers could make or break your company. So I don't think SheaMoisture is going to go out of business, because as of now, they're pretty established. Okay. But this was definitely a little, just a definite little, it was sort of a besmirchification on their name. I just want to know if some white people out there, my white rock stars, I just want to know, have you guys ever even used SheaMoisture? I think I was on Instagram when I was looking through, and somebody said that they were in line at Target and there was this white lady in front of them buying a whole bunch of SheaMoisture. Just so happened that they was buying a whole bunch of SheaMoisture products. So maybe the secret been out, y'all. And we as black women, we thought we had one thing to our fucking selves, and we really didn't. So my white rock stars out there, y'all let me know if y'all was buying the SheaMoisture product and putting it in your hair, using it for your skin. I think they have a skincare line. They may not. Maybe not. But whatever. Let me know if y'all use it. Then black women, I guess we gonna have to try to find something else just for us. I think white people don't want us to have nothing. Shit. Alright, you guys. So if you have Instagram just like I do, you saw that Shekinah posted a picture of her face badly bruised and swollen, and said, "This man just beat me so bad. You guys pray for me." I saw that and I said, Lord have mercy. Okay, let me just rewind a little bit. There was a video some time ago that was posted. I think I saw it on Fameless, where Shekinah was arguing with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was videotaping her, and she was acting very peculiar. It was very much like somebody that was on drugs. It was just not normal. And even though she kind of seems very eccentric in certain ways, quite hood, quite ratchet, but she stays who she is. She don't try to change it up for nobody. But when I was watching that video, I was like, they gotta be on something. Okay, she was even saying that he keep on giving her pills, and she was popping pills and shit. But he was recording her because he was just like, I want people to see how you be acting. And of course she was hitting on him, and she was falling all on him, and she was trying to get the camera from him. So that was posted some time ago. So when I saw that, I was like, these two obviously have some sort of fucked up ass, not healthy relationship. Okay, it was evident then. And then we see her getting beat up. And my mind immediately went back to that video. People were commenting and trying to find out, whether or not she was okay. And then, of course, people were also saying that she was trying to get attention and she should have been calling the police. And why the fuck you posting pictures instead of trying to get some help, So I went through all of this. She finally took the picture down, but she did a live video. I did not see the live video. I only heard her interview with Ryan Cameron, one of the DJs out here on an Atlanta radio station. And in the interview, she says that she was at work. The boyfriend came down there. He tried to open her front door with a crowbar. She went and opened the door. I was like, girl, you went and opened the door, the nigga got a crowbar. If he crazy enough to try to bust your door in with a crowbar, then I'm gonna have to try to stay away from him. But this already lets you know how their relationship was. So she said she didn't feel like he was gonna hit her. She lets him in. He comes in there and just starts hitting her in the face and starts breaking shit in the store and hitting her and yelling at her, saying shit like, I'm gonna give you a reason for us not to be together and all of this, she said. And then he left. She said she called the police and was waiting on the police. It took the police quite some time to get there, and that's, I guess, when she did the live video or something. But you guys, these things are so just... Now, we just had a conversation back and forth on Real Housewives of Atlanta, was it? Yeah, Real Housewives of Atlanta, my comment section about domestic violence. I want people to be real clear when I say this. I never condone domestic violence. I think that it is terrible that a man would hit a woman, because a man 9 times out of 10 is always going to be stronger than the woman, is going to be able to overpower them, and is going to be able to beat them bad. Okay? Let me make that clear. What I do think, though, is that women who hit men, women who stay in men's personal space, women who feel that it's okay to say whatever they want to say, do whatever they want to do to a man, and then not expect anything in retaliation. I just don't understand why you think that there is not going to be some sort of repercussion for your actions. I don't want nobody to hit me, man or woman, so I don't go up on people like that. I don't talk to people crazy. I don't try to be in their face, okay? And I'm definitely not going to hit them. Y'all already know I'm not no fighter, right? So I feel two ways about this. I'm never going to say that Shekinah deserved it because I wasn't there and I don't know what happened. Okay, but just the fact that she said in that Ryan Cameron interview, I don't care what a woman does to a man. You know, if she going to hit him, if she going to push him, or if she going to talk to him, or if a man should never hit him. Listen, we have got to stop thinking that way, because you women should know by now that these men today ain't the same men as the men back in the day where they would let you push on them and do all of that. These men are going to hit back. And the sooner that you realize that that's what they're going to do, then you will stop trying to be up in their face and putting your own self in that space of possibly getting hit. My mama has always told me, Roxanne, don't ever get in no man's face. Don't ever try to push them to that point. Everybody has a break-in limit, okay? Now, with all that being said, I am not giving this man any kind of excuse. Shekinah is little. We can definitely tell that I ain't never seen the guy, but I'm sure this guy could overpower her like he did, and it was cowardly of him to beat her up and then to run. I mean, if you gonna do all of this, okay, and if you really about it, do what you gonna do, and then pay the consequences, okay? Wait for the police. I mean, now I know he's not going to do that, okay, but now it's like he's on the run because his ass doesn't want to go to jail. So that makes you look like just some old pussy ass nigga that just go and fuck up this woman that you know can't fight you back. So she said that there's a warrant out for him and they're trying to find him. But I just think that there's probably a lot more to their relationship. The whole thing is dysfunctional. I think there's drugs involved in there somewhere. I don't even know. She said that this was the first time that he hit her, that he never did. But I don't even know if I believe that because of the way they seemed like their relationship was. All I can say is I really hope that she is done with him. You know, the fact that she's been on the circuit and telling people what happened, I mean, that does hold some amount of accountability and for people to know. So if she does go back with him, or if she's seen with him, you know, people will be like, you said you wasn't fucking with him no more. I just want women to understand that motherfuckers is ignorant now. And yeah, you can all say, use your words. I tell you guys this all the time. Some people don't talk with words. People talk with their fists. You have to protect yourself. If you got some old ignorant ass nigga that's going to be beating on you, okay, first of all, you shouldn't even be with them. Secondly, you definitely shouldn't be in their face. All right. So it's too bad. I feel sorry for her because I think that Shekinah actually is a good person. She just has a whole lot of hood and street left in her. You know, we can take the nigga out the hood, okay, and Shekinah has had plenty of opportunities to do well for herself, being on the reel and all that. She said that they got into it even before she went on the show there, because something about she got some money from some dude, okay? That story even was like a little different. I was just like, why are you getting money from a dude when you got a dude? You know? So all of it is weird, but I will just say that I hope that she is serious about not being with him, because nobody needs to be with a motherfucker that's gonna be hitting on him. Nobody. I've never been in that situation, and I'm gonna make sure that my daughter is never in that situation, and I hope that she is never in that situation again. Not saying that Shekinah deserved anything that she got, but it's time for us to realize that these men are now hitting back. Alright, you guys, so your girl Riri and your girl Dion. Okay, I promise you, I don't be understanding these old lady beefs. Just the other day, Miss Riri had to let Dion know that she did not appreciate the comments that Dion did at Whitney Houston's funeral. And if you think about Whitney Houston's funeral, you knew that that was back somewhere around 2012, right? Well, 5 years later, it had then finally got on Aretha's last fucking nerve, and she had to make it clear to Dionne Warwick she didn't appreciate the bitch lying at this damn funeral. So supposedly she said that Aretha Franklin was not there, but she is there. I'm assuming that meant in spirit, okay? And that she knows that Aretha Franklin loved Whitney Houston, that is her godmother. And Reese sat down and watched it on TV like the rest of them, was like, this bitch lying. Now, first of all, I'm not at the funeral because my ankles are swollen. Shit. You fucked up them damn fat backs. And she couldn't get out there like that on top of that, she had to perform at Radio City Music Hall that evening. So she did like everybody else and watched from home. She also said she didn't want to bring any extra spectacle to the funeral because of everything that was going on with Bobby Brown, his family, Whitney Houston's family, you know, just the whole cloud around how she died and all that. So she didn't want to add to it, okay? She was like, this damn lime green and orange feathered strapless dress was gonna take too much fucking attention. So let me just keep all my shit at home. For some reason, that really upset her, okay? She's not the godmother. Even Sissy Houston has confirmed that. And she is just like, Dionne was lying. So just here the other day, she was at the Tribeca Film Festival, and she ran and told Dionne, or at least Dionne tried to run into her. She tried to come and say, you know, Riri, give me a hug. And Retha was like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck away from me, don't touch, don't get away. I'm not playing. Absolutely not. Oh, hell no, I'm not hugging your ass, okay? She was like, Dionne ain't never really liked me anyway. I'm tired of the fakeness. I'm just letting her know that I'm not here for it. She ain't got to ever worry about whether or not we friends, okay? Because we is not. I still don't really understand why it's got to be this much beef, but it's probably other shit that's happened along the lines. Y'all know Riri. She is definitely of the petty kind. I guess she just was like, I done had enough of this bitch. Dionne ain't said nothing. She is very much mums the word on this one. I'm sure it'll just die away like every other beef that Riri has been in. Y'all know y'all too old for this. Y'all stop it, okay? Y'all get on the phone and get Patty on there, and y'all, all three of y'all, have a discussion on why everybody's so fucking mad at each other all the damn time. It's so funny. I wrote out these notes while I was half asleep, like at 1 o'clock this morning, and I don't even remember typing none of this. That's how out of it I was. Let's talk about the R. Kelly lawsuit. There's a man who is suing a self-proclaimed Pied Piper of having a sordid 5-year relationship with his wife. Kenny Bryant was married to Asia Childress. They married back in July of 2012. He was aware that she and R. Kelly had a relationship prior to that, but she had told him once they got married that it was done. Okay, well, evidently in October of 2012. You wasn't done that damn long ago. That fucking honeymoon was this short. He said that in 2012 October, she went to an R. Kelly concert and the relationship was formed again. I'ma just have to say that maybe Kenny, it never went away. Now they're seeing each other behind his back. He has found out about it, and he is now suing R. Kelly for damages, emotional distress, and whatnot. Even said that R. Kelly gave his wife chlamydia, and his wife gave chlamydia to him. And fuck, pussies just don't infect themselves, you know, so she had to got this from somewhere, and I guess he didn't put 2 and 2 together, came up with 4, and said that, yeah, R. Kelly is responsible, so now he is suing. I did hear a story about, evidently, he was also fucking around. I didn't even have time to read up on that story this morning, but I did see it come across my screen on Instagram, so I don't know. It might be more to the story, but, yeah, supposedly he's suing. Sounds frivolous to me, but then maybe not. Because I guess if you're married, you're in a contractual relationship. Is that considered contractual? Maybe not. Well, I mean, you sign the marriage license, so that's a contract there, right? So if you cheat, I mean, maybe he can, I don't know. All my Rockstar lawyers out there, the real ones, y'all let me know if he's going to be able to come after the man instead of his own wife, how that would work out. But, you know, knowing R. Kelly and old girl, they probably won't be together that long anyway. I mean, what happened to the white girl that he was seeing? 19-year-old white girl, he done dropped her already, child. He gonna move on from this baby too, so just relax, Kenny. Kenny said, nah, baby, you gonna pay me for this one. So, I mean, I guess if somebody is fucking around with your wife, it is better if they are a millionaire. Okay, maybe you can get a little bit of something for your emotional distress. We'll see what happens there. Good luck to you, Kenny. I've always told you guys that I'm not a fan of Steve Harvey. I stopped liking Steve Harvey right around the time that he went through the divorce from Mary Harvey. Not because he had moved on. I mean, that shit happens all the time. But more so because of how the divorce went down and how it was so obvious that this was a man of power, of money, and had very much like Dwayne Wade had done, used his money and influence to bury this woman. And I mean that literally and figuratively. I mean, we already knew, or at least I thought everybody knew, that their relationship went really bad after they separated, and that Steve Harvey, next thing we knew, he was on Essence magazine and shit with Marjorie. And it was just like, well, damn. I mean, he just literally just got out of this relationship with Mary, and all of a sudden he was with Marjorie. Now, I mean, you didn't have to be no damn rocket scientist to know that he was probably involved with Marjorie while he was with Mary. And still, even though that's not the ideal way to be, okay, when motherfuckers separate and, you know, usually their relationship is going bad already anyway. I mean, sometimes, you know, there's some overlap. Doesn't make anybody look better, but it does happen. I just didn't understand why he had to be so calculated in destroying this woman's life. And it was a big story back when it happened, and then it went away. And it really went away because Steve Harvey just continued to become this mega successful businessman. He had his radio show. He has a talk show. He's on Family Feud. He has this Big Little Shots show. He's on Showtime at the Apollo. I just heard that he got another talk show. He done went from Steve Harvey to Steve, like Ellen. He is making buku money. And I know many people will say it's because he got to be able to maintain, his new wife and her very expensive, exquisite taste, as well as all her kids that he has adopted. He's got to stay working because he's got to take care of all them. Even in all of that, and when you look at Marjorie, she's beautiful. I love to see the clothes that she has on and everything. I just can't feel, I can't feel all this way about them because of what he did to Mary. I mean, took the damn boy. Now she evidently doesn't have a relationship with the boy. Has put her in jail a bunch of times because of a violation of a gag order. And it's been terrible. So she did this whole video. It's a 5 or 6 part video where she's just talking about what happened with the two of them. And or with the 3 of them, I should say, and how she just wants what is owed to her. And I don't think that's asking too much. Steve Harvey was married even before Mary. She was his second wife, but she was definitely there during, how they say you wasn't in the gym shooting the ball. Okay, Mary was there. And even though he's gone on to like acquire way, way more since he's been done with her, while he was with her, they definitely built together. She was part of his foundation. She was doing different things for him and working. So when they separated, when they divorced, she didn't get any of that. Like, that was all taken from her. And evidently, from the way she was speaking, she doesn't have money and she doesn't have anything. And now she don't care about this gag order. She's not even sure if they're divorced or not because she can't even get information on it, a final decree. So she's just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say what the hell I want to say. I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. I'm going to put this story out there. And because I'm sure she's sick of seeing beautiful Mary, in Paris for weeks and weeks at a time and on the fashion show circuit and wearing couture that is unreal how much money she spends on this clothes. You never see her wear anything twice. And I guess Mary's just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to, y'all gonna have to give me my little monies. I feel real bad about the fact that I don't think she's gonna be successful. Steve Harvey has, like I said, he is huge. He has so much power. Okay, I probably shouldn't even be talking about him. Shit, I'm probably shooting my own self in the foot. How I'll be talking about him and Tyler Perry. They probably could have helped me at one time, but I can't respect him because of the way that he's treated his ex-wife. Anybody that can treat their woman and the mother of their child that way, I can't. So you guys should really watch the video. It's long. Okay, and she's talking. It's sort of repetitive and all of that, but just the general feeling of the whole video is that she wants what is due to her. She can sit down and talk with them, but it's time for them to come on and give her little bit of money so she can move on with her life. As far as her son is concerned, maybe that's something that will get rectified when he gets older. Right now, he is under Steve Harvey's thumb and the influence of his money, I'm sure. That is his father, so I'm sure he loves his father as well. He's probably been told a whole bunch of things about his mom that may or may not be true. So, you know, this is going to be some time once the son is fully grown and able to maybe make more decisions on his own, then her and her son can rectify some things. But it's terrible. It is terrible. She's been painted out to be just this bitter ex-wife, this unhappy, mad wife that, you know, her husband moved on to this very beautiful woman and she's just jealous. And I never thought that. Okay. Yeah, she was mad because they was together one day and then it was Steve Harvey and Marjorie on the cover of Essence the very next day, you know, so it's too bad. Steve Harvey could give her some millions of dollars and wouldn't miss it. Wouldn't miss it at all. I would just hope that with him, you know, claiming to be this Christian and, you know, this very religious person and, you know, one of moral, you know, following a moral code, these braces, y'all, that he would realize that he needs to do the right thing and at least give this woman what's due to her and, you know, let that be that. Move on with your life. Because I think that's all she really wants. Okay, so people say they look at him differently now. I was like, I don't know why you just now seeing it. Motherfucker been a snake for a long ass time. Y'all go out there and find the video if you get a chance and see what she got to say. Steve, you ought to be ashamed of your damn self. So we talked about last week that Serena and her husband-to-be, Alex, are pregnant for the first time. She says that she accidentally let that news out because she was snapping, but she said that she snaps a lot of times and then she saves those pictures for her own self. But this one particular time, she did not save it. She posted it. I agree. Those two buttons are very close to each other. I have almost accidentally posted some shit that I didn't want posted. So I guess that could have happened. After that came out, the 20 weeks, we knew. So she had to go on and admit it. She put out another official post saying how she's excited about her baby and she can't wait to meet the baby. And, you know, that's number one. And, you know, so it was very touching, a mother and her unborn child. Not too long after that, there was a tennis coach, a Romanian tennis coach by the name of Ili Nestase. Am I saying it? I'm probably not saying his name right. Ili thought it would be funny to joke about the color of the baby's skin. Okay, now we know the baby is going to be mixed. And he says something along the lines of, oh, let's see what color his skin is going to be. Milk chocolate, maybe? A stupid comment. I don't even know why he felt that he needed to say something, but it did not rub Serena the right way. And she says, even in this day and age, we've made so many strides to come so far, we still have so much further to go, especially in the tennis world. She is going to back whatever investigation that the tennis world organization, does on this coach. And supposedly he has been, what did they say? He was suspended from, coaching for right now while they investigate this whole matter. But I mean, that's something that she is always going to have to deal with because Serena Williams is very much she's a dark-skinned black woman with she has all of the look of a black woman. Ain't no mistaking it there. Okay, she's not the long, silky hair, light skin, very thin, delicate featured person. And then she's with this white man. And he is a very thin, small looking, nerdy type of white guy. Not surprising to me that these girls are marrying she's marrying this white guy. And I believe Venus will marry a white guy as well because that's what they've been doing. They mess around. Well, Serena will mess around with a black guy, Drake and Common and all that, but she ain't marrying y'all. Okay, so but she's gonna always have to deal with that because of the extreme contrast between her and her husband. That's just what it is. It's unfortunate and it's ignorant, yes, but it's going to always be there. So I'm glad that she put out this statement, and I'm glad that the tennis organization is investigating this coach, just to let them know that this woman has fought and won, and she's a champion. She deserves the respect. And for you to put this type of shit out there and say something negative about an unborn baby, ignorant. Okay, so yeah, hopefully they'll put old Ili Nestase, where the fuck his name is, they just put his ass out the game altogether. Hold your head up, Serena. We still happy for you and your man, girl. When's the wedding, though? And then lastly, you guys, PETA. First they attacked Kylie, and then they attacked Kelly Rowland. And the latest is Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle was somewhere. Was it a book signing? Was she performing somewhere? Anyway, these people made sure that they got as close as they could to Patti LaBelle, and then they whip out signs and says that the blood is on Patti's hands. They made a big scene, a big spectacle. We've seen them do it with these other people I said, and other folks over the years, and they're getting more and more bold. I think because of social media, knowing that they can get, they can do this and it can get completely out there. They done stepped up their game, but I was like, they better be careful. They obviously know who they can and can't do that to. I remember a long time ago, Mary J. Blige was like, them motherfuckers better not come up to me with no damn blood or nothing throwing it on me. They gonna learn the hard way that Mary don't take that shit. And they ain't never did it to Mary J. Blige. When they did it to Kelly Rowland at her book signing the other day, as soon as they did it, honey, Kelly kind of backed away. She was just like, oh no, y'all not fixing to get me in pictures with this. And she just quietly walked off. They gonna definitely learn one day that this shit is not necessarily the way to go. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. It does get a lot of attention now for their cause. Y'all know that I love furs. Okay, I think they're beautiful, but I also love that the fact that they can do artificial furs and pretty much make them look like a real fur. I mean, y'all saw that picture I posted of Tamar on her birthday. I mean, that fur was beautiful and it was not real. So, I mean, I guess if it comes to the point where, we need to make a decision and stop wearing those furs. I can't promise that I wouldn't do it. But, yeah, when you see what these animals go through and all, that's very sad and all that. So, I mean, we eating meat and we doing all this other shit too. So, all I know is them PETA people better be careful. Mary said, honey, try it if you fucking want to. Be careful out there, PETA. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. We do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.